is up, everybody? It's your boy SMYT back at it again with another modded survival episode on all the mods 8, and we are going to be doing a preparation video. This video is just preparation, quick building montage and all. For the next video, we're going to get some flux going for a flux network, and we're going to grind out some mobs. We need the mob grinder first because we need blaze rods and ender pearls in order to make eyes of ender in order to get started with flux. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to try explaining it to the best of my abilities, but without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so during that montage, we actually did a couple things here that I wanted to go over and explain real fast and tell you guys like what exactly we were making and why we made it. So the first thing we did, misclick. The first thing we did, we needed sugar, and you're going to need a lot of sugar for the spawners because every spawner has a min and max spawn delay. So if we come in here, if you look here, the min spawn delay is 130 for this because I put some sugar in it. I believe it's 200 by default. The lower we get that min and max spawn delay, the more the endermen are going to spawn in, and the quicker, I mean. So you can change a whole bunch of settings to these spawners. All you do is go into your JEI, type spawner, and just click on the very first one that pops up, and it shows you all the modifications that you can do to these spawners. So I put the ignores light, which is the soul lantern. I was trying to get gas tiers from the gas in order to increase the amount that spawns when they do spawn, because I don't have enough sugar right now to make it to where, you know, like we can have them spawn in like every 20 seconds. So gas tiers are what we're going to go for next. And then we did the ignores light, so this way we could have light in here. I can do the fermented eyes. I do have some of those. We also did the wool, so this way the AI or the mobs, when they spawn in, you can't hear them. We're going to get chorus fruit once we defeat the dragon. And here goes the sugar. And then the activation range, we don't really need to mess with right now. We put comparators on them so we can control them by a lever. You're going to need a lot of clocks. This is how you get the max spawn down. Again, we could have used blaze rods, but we don't care about the spawn range. Where they spawn now is perfectly fine. And if you want to go back, so say for instance, I want to take off the redstone control, you just put nether quartz in your offhand and then hit it with a comparator, and it'll take the redstone control off. And same thing for all of these. So say you want the min spawn delay to go back up, you just hit quartz and some sugar, and it'll increase it. Same thing with everything else. So yeah, check that out. It's pretty cool. That JEI, again, you just type spawner down here in JEI, click spawner, and it shows you everything here. And then what we were also doing, so we don't want blazes to spawn because we have enough blaze powder at the moment. So we just use a cardboard box, and all you gotta do is shift right click and the cardboard box will come off. But we just use the cardboard box to stop it from being a spawner, basically. Where did that box go? Right here. We stopped it from being a spawner, and it's just a box. So the blazes aren't the blaze spawner is still inside the box, but it's not going to activate with the redstone because all we need is Enderman right now. So that's another easy way to just like get a single mob if you have multiple spawners. So we're just going to work on getting the Enderman. We're going to get enough Ender pearls to get started with Flux, because like I said earlier, you need the Eyes of Ender. So which brings me to the next thing. This is ethereal glass. I don't know if you saw in the montage, but I clicked on the lever to get one single Enderman, so I can get a Ender Pearl, and I can make this glass. And when I did that, the blazes spawned. It shot a fireball right here and started lighting everything on fire. So what this ethereal glass does, it lets you pass through, but it won't let the mobs pass through. So you can go through this glass, the mobs can't. Another thing is, with the Endermen, when you spawn them in, if you don't kill them fast enough, they just teleport out of here. And they just run away. So what you do to fix that is, once you get another Ender Pearl and make another Ender Eye, you can make this Ender Inhibitor. And what this does is it makes it to where the Enderman can't actually spawn away. So we look up Ender Inhib, and you just click right here, and with one eye of ender, some glowstone and redstone, and 2 pieces of iron, you can make a inhibitor which inhibits teleportation for entities up to 8 blocks away. It has to be attached to a solid block. So you just put that right here, and this is within 8 blocks away, so all these endermen should just stay in this room. They can't teleport and they can't escape. So, and then this is our little setup for right now. We just have some oak drawers and dark oak drawers for the secondary resources. So we got blaze rods here, so when we're in here, we're killing everything. We can just come right here, put our blaze rods away. We'll get molten cores off of these guys as well, so we can just put all the molten cores in here. Enderman, same thing. Ender pearls, and then the tears from the Enderman. Just put them all in here. 2,000 should be plenty for right now. We don't need to upgrade this until we get our refined storage going, which is way in the future. So this will do for now. This is perfectly fine. We can automate all of this as well. We can automate killing the mobs. We could get something that collects the items and then automatically deposits them into these drawers, which we can upgrade these drawers as well, so they can hold more items. And then, but that's all in the future. We'll worry about that when we build the actual mob farm. Like I said, I want to get refined storage before we get an actual mob farm going. For right now, say we don't need Enderman or Blazes anymore. We could just take one of our eggs and just click it on here. And then we could always go and get, like, so basically what you want to do is stock up on eggs. So take a couple DNA swabs of these mobs while you have them. The blaze spawner, you don't really need a DNA swab. You could just go get a blaze spawner, but you could do it. It's easier. Just get a cotton swab, swab the mobs when they spawn in, get a bunch of them. So this way, all you need is the other mob egg. You put it in there, you spawn them in, cotton swab them, then just get a crap ton of eggs for every single mob. So all you got to do is use like 2 or 3 spawners, and you can just keep swapping them out with eggs and spawning them in. Eventually, what you want to do is get this in a vertical going all the way up, basically, of every single spawner and of every single mob that you need, and then put all their eggs in and max out everything on these and upgrade them to the max. So this way you just click one button, which will use a redstone transmitter and all in the future. For now, this lever works because we only got 2 spawners, but you're going to get transmitters, and you'll put them alongside all of your spawners, and then put receivers. You'll put receivers along all the sides of your spawners, and then a transmitter right here. And then once you turn on this transmitter, it'll turn on all of your spawners. And then you could just have them funnel down and into a killing area, and then into a collection area, and then into a depositing area. And then that's how you basically get infinite resources. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down into the mines because we got to go to bedrock in order to make the flux after we get more ender eyes or eyes of ender, and which we need more ender pearls. That's why I made this inhibitor, so I can just kill endermen. We're going to get gas tiers so we can spawn up more of these guys at a time, because right now it's only spawning 2 at a time. We could upgrade this, I think, to 6 or 10 maybe, and it'll spawn 10 in this little room, and we could just kill all 10 of them, and it'll stock up way faster. So it is manual labor right now for us. We're not dabbling into anything automatic yet. We're just taking our time, because you can honestly, you could run through this and it'll get boring, because it's like, if you do it too fast, then you have nothing else to do. So I like taking my time. I like starting from the bottom and working our way up, and it just makes the mod pack so much funner. So we're going to sit here. We're going to kill a couple endermen. We'll get a couple ender pearls, make a couple ender eyes, and then we're going to go straight into flux. So I will be back as soon as we have enough ender eyes, or eyes of ender, and I'll show you how to get flux. So be right back. Okay, so before we went and grinded out the enderman, we actually went and got gas tiers. And while I was getting gas tiers, I remembered about crimson iron. So these crimson iron ingots can actually be turned into crimson steel, which then allows you to mine all the modium, or all the modium. And all the modium is absolutely OP. So if you're in the nether and you're flying around and you see a red it looks like redstone. Oh, excuse me. It looks like redstone. So just make sure you grab it when you see it. I think you only need 11 pieces, if I'm not mistaken. And then, oh wait, that's not done. And then if you look up a crimson steel, right here, crimson steel ingot. Yeah, so you need 4 crimson steel ingots, which you need 3 crimson steel ingots to make a pickaxe, but it's 4 per one. So you need 4, 8, you need 12 altogether. So you need 12 crimson iron ingots to make a crimson steel ingot, and then you need 3 magma creams and 6 blaze rods. What is this? Increases the length of invincibility after. Ooh, put that on. Does that actually show on my character? Do we have a Jesus piece on? We do, but it's underneath my armor. Pretty cool. Alright, so now what we need to do, I'm pretty sure we have magma creams. So grab those. Yeah, we have 17. That's more than enough. We're going to grab some magma cream. I'm blind as hell. Alright, now we got the magma cream. What else do we need? Crimson steel. Blaze rods. Which I think we turned all of our blaze rods into... Yeah, we did, didn't we? But that's easy enough. We'll just shift right click that. Turn this on. Actually, we'll turn this off. We will plop our gas tiers here. There we go. Come on, please. I know I'm after my sauce. Now I'm looking at it. Now we're getting a bunch of please. Here's one 6. That should be enough. So now we can put this away. Now that we got our blazer rods, we should be able to make enough of this mana steel, or crimson steel, I'm sorry, a pickaxe. Which we only need this for all the modium. So if we just make it a silent gear pickaxe with iron rods. So we do this, we go like that, and like that, and there we go, crimson steel. So now we, like I said, we only need this for all the modium. So we're still going to use our osmium pickaxe for now, because this has unbreaking and efficiency, and this is just for all the modium. So what we want to do for this crimson steel pickaxe is get it to fortune 5 and get as high of a fortune on it as we possibly can. Powerful raw fire shard. Oh, I didn't know these dropped that. I'm gonna have to set up a storage for that. But we can do that, and then throw those there because we don't need them right now. We need these. We got gold in here, and that should be in here. Where did the rest of that blaze powder go? Oh yeah, it's in my backpack. So we'll take this blaze powder. Let's throw those together. Now we have 16 eyes of ender, which is awesome. We don't need that anymore. We'll put these blaze rods back in our system. That can go in there. There we go. So, now the reason why you need so many eyes of ender is because to make the flux stuff, you need a lot of these eye of enders. So we'll look up flux, and just to make, we need flux blocks, which takes flux dust, which I'll show you how to get. But we need a lot of these flux cores, which takes eye of enders, which gives us 4 per one. So that's awesome. We have 16, so we can make a lot of them. And we have an infinite amount of ender pearls and blaze rods now. So we basically have an infinite amount of ender pearls, or eye of ender. And then we're going to go down to bedrock, and we're going to need some obsidian. So we should have obsidian somewhere around here. Pretty sure I have it in here. Obsidian. We only need a couple pieces. Pressure plates, cobblestone. No obsidian in there, of course. Can't just be easy. But yeah, basically we need obsidian, so we're going to go grab some obsidian. And then we will be right back. And I'll show you guys how to get flux. And then once we set up the flux plug, that'll probably, and all the flux stuff that we need, we'll get our network going. That'll be the end of this video. So I'll be right back. Let's go get obsidian. Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention while I was about to get this obsidian. Before I told you guys that the osmium pickaxe can't break obsidian, so you need a diamond pickaxe. But if you, with the silent gear, what you could actually do is get a tip upgrade. And with this blueprint, you can make a diamond tip, and you combine the tip upgrade with the diamond, and then it'll make a diamond tip, and then you can put the diamond tip onto you can put the osmium pickaxe and the diamond tip in a crafting table and get a osmium pickaxe that can actually break obsidian. You see the little diamond tip on the side of my pickaxe on the right hand side of my screen. So you can actually keep the osmium and still get diamond, basically. So it's an osmium diamond pickaxe. But now that we have our obsidian, we're just going to go home real quick. Eat this bread. And with the obsidian, we're going to go down to bedrock. Actually, before we go down to bedrock, you are going to need redstone. And you're going to need a lot of it. So just make sure you have a bunch of redstone. If you're having a hard time finding ore, right, like redstone and stuff like that, which we don't have enough redstone. So this is a perfect time to show you. But if you're having a hard time finding redstone, right, if you get some glass and you make some glass bottles, which you only need 3, and then we need some sugar, which you only need 2. You only need 2 sugar. And we're going to need some water. So let's just go right out here. Should be some water somewhere around here. I think it's over here. But you get some water, which we should probably just set up an infinite water source now that I think about it. Actually, we could have just put our bucket of water down. Yeah, I'm not the brightest. But we're going to get some water bottles. And then you're going to go to a brewing stand. And you're going to make mundane potions. So you just put the water bottles in. 1 piece of sugar. Oh wait, is it here? Do we need something to cook this? Is that how that works? Let me see. We probably could just use a blaze rod. I could put pressure plates down there now because I have the ethereal glass. But let's just put a blaze rod. What do you? Oh, you need blaze powder. I'm dumb. Blaze powder, not a rod. There we go. And now it should make a mundane potion once it's done. And what we're making is called a charm. So if you look up redstone charm, which is this, we're going to make the redstone sight, and then we're going to put blaze powder on it, and this will give you a charm. And every time you activate it, it'll give you 5 minutes of redstone sight. So now that we have the mundane potions, we're going to make a... hold on. Calcinated redstone powder. How do you get that? How do you get redstone powder? Oh, you need a mortar and pestle. Okay. So we just need quartz and diamonds, which we have. Quartz. Some diamonds. And then to make the pestle, or the mortar, I'm sorry, you just need bricks and a stone, which we have bricks. If I can find it, because all my storage is... we have more bricks than that, right? Oh, wait, actually, it might be in... yeah, here we go. And then we need a piece of stone, so we would just grab a cobblestone and smelt it real quick. Get a stone. There we go. And now we go here. Click this, click this, click this. We'll get a mortar. Click this, click this, click this, click this. We'll get a pestle. Click this, click this, click this, click this. And we need ender powder. So we need 1 ender pearl, which isn't difficult at all anymore because we have infinite enderman. So we'll just turn this on for a second. Get an enderman to spawn. That's not what I want. That's That's what I want. So turn it off, so no more blazes spawn, because they're annoying. But we're going to need the blaze anyway for the powder. So there we go. And then, did our backpack pick up the rods? Yeah, it did. So we'll just make the powder while we're here. Blaze powder. And then we're going to go back over here. Click this, click this, click this, click this, click that. And bam. We should have made... Oh, we didn't have enough pearls. That's fine. And now we do the ender powder and the redstone. Yep. And then you get redstone powder. Now to get calcinite powder, you just cook it. You just throw it in here. And then this will turn into calcinite powder, which we can then make 3 potions out of, and then we can make the charm for redstone. Once we get witches and get our automated system going, we won't need these charms. So then we do that. And this is going to take a while. So let this go. Like I was saying though, once we get our witches and get our automated farm going, redstone is going to be a thing of the past. It's going to be so easy to get redstone with witches. Alright, now we got our redstone site. So each of these make 5 minutes and 30 seconds of potions. But if you turn these potions into a charm instead, so we do this, and then we do blaze powder. Now the charm has a durability, which once we use it, you'll see what I mean. Put all this stuff away. Yeah, this is why everything's everywhere, because I just literally throw everything everywhere. We'll keep the eyes of ender, because we're going to need those. We'll keep the cobblestone. Get rid of the quartz. And let's go get some... Oh, wait. This redstone, too, actually. Let's go get a little bit more redstone. We'll probably get, like, probably just get enough for, like, another stack. Yeah, we'll just get another stack of redstone. So, as we go down here, we right-click this charm, and as you can see, the durability on the bottom. And as we go further down, we should start seeing red boxes. We don't have to hold the charm anymore. It will automatically just give us the site. See? Redstone site. Oh, wait. Does it keep going? Yeah, okay, so it's just going to keep using the charm. So, let's see. We don't see any redstone yet. Oop. So, let's keep going down. There we go. See those red squares? That is all redstone. So, there's redstone right here. Just dig down to it. There's that. Look at how much easier this is. So, dig over here. And mind you, you can do this for basically everything. Like redstone, all the modium, unobtainium, and all you need is just one piece. You just need one piece of the ore, and then turn it into dust, and you can make that site powder, and it makes finding this stuff so easy. It's like literally X-ray. It's like insane how easy this is. So we'll just do that. And that. Oh, lapis. We're going to need that too. So we'll grab that. We don't need it for the flux, but we will need it for enchanting purposes. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to grab all this redstone up. Once we get a stack, a couple... Oh. Never mind. You see how easy that made this? Now imagine if we had Fortune 5, you know how much stuff we would have. So now I believe to turn off the charm, you just right click it again. It does use durability, but it's very little durability. So you can make this charm last for so long. And we actually have a backpack for personal items, so we'll do that. And we're going to want to make every single charm eventually. We'll make all the Modium charm, we'll make diamond charms, we'll make everything. I should have done this way sooner. It would have helped so much, but I just learned about it, so hopefully you guys aren't too far into your modded survival before you learn about it. Just do this. Magic protection. Stone button. We'll get rid of that. We won't use stone button. Alright, so now, since we're down here, we're just going to go back the way we came. Which was this way, and this way. And then right here, back to our staircase, because this actually goes all the way down to bedrock. So, just run straight along here. Go all the way down. Once you hit bedrock, you're going to take your... Oh wait, bedrock right here. So now what we're going to do is, we're going to take a piece of obsidian. We're going to need your hand for this. So, let's break on this. We're going to throw our redstone. Make sure it lands on the bedrock. So, step a block back. Throw this. All right there. Now, take your obsidian. Place it here, and left click. And there you go. And now, you have a lot of flux powder. Every single piece of redstone turns into 1 flux. So, now that we have a lot of this, we can go back up to the surface. And then we can look up flux again once our game catches up. So, we're going to look up flux. And we're going to need a lot of these cores. And then, once we make those cores, we can make the plug, which we're going to need flux blocks for. So, we need a lot of cores. We're not going to turn every single, what's it called, into cores. Oop, clicked the wrong thing. So cores, move all items, make as many of those as possible. And then we're going to make these blocks, which again, we don't want to use all of our cores. So we're just going to do this. And we're going to want to take 5 out. Make 5 blocks, and then you're going to make a flux plug, a flux point. Oh, so we need a block of redstone. I shouldn't have used all my redstone. But yeah, you'll get a flux point. You don't need a flux point right now. A flux point, basically what it does is when, say you need something to have power, say you got a whole system set up and it has no power, you can put a flux point on it, and then you can use your network from your flux plug from a power source that you already have to give whatever you're putting the flux point on to give that power. So it'll share from the network, basically. So we don't need a flux point currently. We will in the future. And then I believe you just need a flux store or a flux controller. So we're missing 1 flux block, which we can make because we didn't turn all of our flux into cores. So now that we have the flux controller, which allows us to get wireless energy, and the flux plug, we're going to put the flux plug directly onto our basic energy cube, which I'm going to put it on top so it looks better. So now this says that it's getting no power currently because it's not pulling from this yet. So what we want to do is go to this plus right here and create a network. SusMYT's network. You got to put a password. I believe you can change that in the settings, but you need a network first. So we'll just make our password subscribe. You know, you should do it. And we're going to make this green because this is going to be our main network. So it's pulling from our basic cube. So we'll make it green, which makes it feel better. And then bam. So now that we have this network, we can click on this. And now this is controlled. See, so we clicked on Sus's network. And then when we hit the home button, it should start getting power. Does this have to be configured? This has to be configured. So we'll do output. You're on energy. Make sure you're on energy. And then do output. And this should bypass limit. Why isn't this? We'll do armor slots, hotbar, offhand, and main hand, and enable, and then hit apply for wireless. See, so wireless charging is effective. So our armor slots are curio slots, which is where our jetpack goes. Our hotbar, so anything that's in our hotbar will charge, which we're going to have a lot of stuff that needs power in our hotbar in the future. Our offhand and our main hand, just in case we're holding, say we're holding like a mining drill and that needs power and it's in our main hand, it'll actually stay charged because we have that on. So now we do the network connections is where all the points would be. So it shows you what's getting what, basically. Your statistics is how much power you're making. Your members is who's on your network, and then your settings is whatever, like your password, the name, and all that stuff. So, now, this is where we get the power. So this doesn't have any power still, which I was a little confused at first, but now I know why. We didn't put down the wireless controller yet, which is going to take the power. You can put this anywhere. Literally anywhere. As long as it's within like a somewhat decent radius of this, you can put it anywhere. So what we're going to do is plop it right there. So now, once you click this, it doesn't have a network yet. So you're going to go to network selection and click your network. And then, once you click your network, you hit the home button. And as you can see, we'll do bypass limit. We'll go to wireless charging. You're going to do armor slots, curios, make sure it's on, and hit apply. And then now you can see that you have the flux controller and the flux plug all in one. And then this also has your members and all. Now this should allow us to have unlimited jetpack power. So and this goes through any dimension, everywhere. You'll have this forever. So as you can see, my power on the left-hand side is going up and down because it's pulling from our system. And it's wirelessly charging, which our system's put out 1.6 million power from the melons downstairs. So we're barely even tapping into it. And it's all wireless. So now we can fly forever. And it'll be charged forever. Which is amazing. So now we have, I just realized that chain isn't attached to anything. It's all a lie. But so now we have infinite blazes, blaze rods, infinite ender pearls, infinite eye of enders. We have infinite power, and soon we're gonna have infinite XP because our mob grinder is gonna make us a crap ton of XP, and we're gonna funnel it all into a tank. So this way, or I should say, a crystal, and we can just access that crystal at any time and pull out any levels we need ever. And then next episode, what we'll be doing is getting an all the modium set. So we'll first make the charm once we get all the modium that I saw down in the what's that place called? The Deep Dark. So we'll grab that automodium, we'll turn it into dust, and then we will make a charm site for it. And so we can find more automodium down in the Deep Dark. And then we'll make a full set of armor. But before we do any of that, we're going to get Fortune 5 on our Crimson Steel pickaxe. So this way we can get as much automodium as possible. Then we'll make all the armor and all the tools. The thing about automodium or modium, it's indestructible. It's literally indestructible. It'll be on us forever. And we can get an enchantment called Soulbound. So even if we die, we will still have all of the stuff that has Soulbound on it. So we can put Soulbound on our jetpack. We could put Soulbound on all of our armor, which we're going to upgrade next episode. We can put Soulbound on all of our tools, which we're going to upgrade next episode. And it's indestructible. So we'll have literally it for an infinite amount of time. That's basically what this mod pack is, to get everything forever and keep it forever. So If you guys like and enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.